I hope you was enjoying our video with full offer. And today we will learn about different priorities for parents and kids, arguing how to do it well, but surprises, how to be prepared always. Please remember life skills improvement LSI is in 6 parts. Part 1 families, part 2 kids, part 3 single parents, part 4 relationship, part 5 business, part 6 career. Every 2 weeks at 1 p.m. Monday to Saturday at www.lifefreefromworries.com. Priorities and how to prepare a list of them. If your kids know what your priorities are, it will be easier for them to understand why something needs to be done. You can try to create a priority list now or right after our webinar. So, take a piece of paper and make a table. Write the person's name at the top of each section. Children can take a picture or show their priorities with a finger as they walk around the house with you. Do include the most important for you, for example, before going to the bed, the most important things for your partner, for example, work, hobby, most important for your children from younger to older, as time with friends, time to play. Older children will understand the needs of younger children better when you explain this to them by following this list. Try to make it as simple as it's possible. There is a sample priority list for each family member to better understand what this might look like. On the left side of the table, I divided the activities by time of day. As you can see, each person has 3 favorite activities here because some of them can be done together as we have daily duties and jobs as well. We try to make it simple and possible to do. It's good to know priorities of each family member, but if you are unsure, ask them to explain what's at the top of the list in their lives. So as you can see, you can put separate things and things to do together during this session. Hopefully you will know how to do it. If you have any problem with it, please book free session. You've got 30 minutes to get support from me to do it well. Priorities, kids. Growing children and their priorities will change as yours become more stable. Wait for them to become more independent and life becomes easier one day. One of the worst things about time management is that kids are happy to spend time with their friends most of the time when you very often don't have time due to your own duties. Sometimes your kids can't hang out with their friends due to unregulated circumstances, because it depends on you, your mood, your child's mood, and the family members of your child's friends. If you have more than one child, it's double or triple. In short, it's so hard to deal with, and it's normal. What can you do? Don't be afraid to plan with other parents. Ask them if your child can or cannot come. Take your child to the playground. If he's upset that for some reason cannot come to a friend, there is a chance to meet new or current friends. When your child is bigger, encourage them to call to their friends. Priorities, you and your partner. More family members equals new planning skills. Your partner may change priorities when the situation changes. Always try to accept new priorities regarding this change. Since one of you wants to be alone with a hobby and the other wants to hang out when there are no children around, you will need a full understanding of what, why, and when each of you wants to do. If you don't have time for a proper conversation, write it down in short sentences. Then put it on the fridge as a message, in a calendar. Anything you can do to improve your quick planning skills and avoid arguing is good, because in family we don't have time for arguing. For example, if you feel you need time with your partner, don't put off talking when he may be tired or at work. Instead, write, lunch at 1 p.m., morning coffee tomorrow, Send it to your partner. It's that simple. Use your creative side to make it more fun and enjoy. You can do the same with your own priorities. In order not to upset anyone, try to be clear about what and when you want to do so that your partner can stay with the children when you go out for a coffee with your best friend. For example, can you stay with the children at 3 p.m.? I would love to go with bed. Come back at 5 p.m. Okay? Arguing. We talk more about this in different parts of LSI course, but mostly in part 5 for relationships, which is on Friday at 1 p.m. So, arguing is normal and always happen, but it's not always finished by the appreciated way. Every person has emotions, good and bad moods resulting from different situations in everyday life. Talking to someone is never easy when you are in a bad mood. But you can still do something that will make your life easier, better, and calmer to use a few tips to get you started. Tips for adults. Explain what you are angry at when they communicated with someone. And don't put stress on someone who is only trying to talk about that thing. Make sure you use friendly and understandable words. Even if it's difficult, use the language of love to suit your partner and children. Hug more than necessary, as more emotion comes from within. Explain gently why you are hugging and what is inside you. It's really helpful to deal with difficult emotions. Tips for children. At first, children do not understand why they feel what they are feeling. Yes, feelings needed to be explained. In their words, it's more like something happened. What am I supposed to do? It's a panic attack, it's crying, it's a lot of love, it's running around. Try to be calm. If you can, try to explain to your child different feelings by taking different situations to explain how people around them may feel in different situations, what they do and why they're doing it. What about animals? How can they be feeling? What happens using a certain word and behavior? Try, just try again and again and again. Why personal priorities are very important? Never underestimate your own priorities and others because you or someone else will feel frustrated. Long-term frustration is a disaster for the health of the body and mind. And remember, this will affect your mood, personal life, and daily happiness. Try remember, different people means different needs. Some of our needs are more related to the emotional side than others. As a family, we must understand the moods of family members. For example, when mom is in a bad mood without coffee or a younger child is upset without morning cuddly toys, more people means more different moods at home. And this needs to be explained to the child, because children are not as experienced as us adults. You have to teach them what is going on around them. Try to do not expect your child to understand everything at once and before someone explains it. Of course, this may be based on the children's own experiences, but this is how wrong beliefs support. How to avoid too many bad moods at home? Giving space. Talk about it. Do family events where everyone are able to push out their bad emotions, as playing football, going to the jump street. If you never tried once, you can always watch them playing and enjoying your coffee. Bad surprises. How to be prepared always. You can't avoid unpleasant surprises, same as in adulthood and as a child. But for the first 18 years of your child, you are the person who is responsible for most of the solutions. Even if you don't know what to do. There were no instructions with the baby in the hospital after the delivery. So let's see some tips. For example, illness. When your baby gets up with a high temperature and you are ready to go out and babysitter is not available, what are you doing in that situation? Always try to be prepared. Don't wait for the moment when something bad happens. Try to imagine before it happens. You can imagine bad things and no matter what, impress yourself with two options for solving this problem. This is your life buoy. Be prepared to use one of these when something bad tries to surprise you. You can book a free online session if you want to chat with me about your unpleasant surprises. Happy parents equals happy kids. Not only do good things happen, be prepared for and deal with disasters. Your children need love and understanding, but the same applies to clear rules and responsibilities. Never stop giving samples of the good and bad things in our lives so that your child has a better picture of life and how the world works. Your neighbors are screaming, explain emotions and behaviors to them. Whenever something is happening around your child, your friend is trying to lose weight, explain what a healthy diet is. Try to find as much as possible around you to explain the world to your child so that he or she becomes smarter and creates a better and more peaceful future. Thank you for coming today. Hope your life becomes easier after today's webinar. Please note that if you need assistance, I am available on livefreefromworries.com, where you can book one-to-one sessions or your next LSI course. Thank you for your attention. Feel free to book full course, next lesson, or one-to-one session at livefreefromworries.com. Check our social media too. On the right side, you can see our timetable. It's available online to download. Thank you.